17 significant errors in the FISA process.
He's right. There was real sloppiness. 17 things that either should have been in the applications or at least discussed and characterized differently. It was not acceptable. And so he's right. I was wrong.
You make it sound like you're a bystander, an eyewitness. You were the director of the FBI while a lot of this was going on, sir.
Sure. I'm responsible for that. That's why I'm telling you I was wrong. I was overconfident as director in our procedures.
So another day of Hillary Clinton's emails and the Steele dossier. This while the President of the United States is lying about the FBI.
You signed the FISA applications.
Sure. I think I signed at least 2 or 3 of them. He doesn't conclude that there was intentional misconduct by these career special agents.
No, he just says it's one of 2 things and he can't decide: gross negligence or it was intentional misconduct.
Inspector General did not find misconduct by any FBI people. He found mistakes and negligence and oversight.
No, that's not true. In the case of Kevin Kleinsmith, he has referred it for a criminal investigation.
Right, but that's not been resolved. This business with the lawyer changing some email to a partner on the team.
I mean, you make it sound like it's not much. It's
it's very important. It's very important.
Quote, if you've been investigating something for almost a year and you don't have a general sense of where it's likely to end up, you should be fired because you're incompetent. You oversaw the Russia investigation for almost 10 months. Do you have a general sense of how that investigation is going to end up?
In some respects, I did at the time, but not completely.
Jim, I'm sorry, you're fired. Get out of here.
The FBI's reputation has taken a big hit because the President of the United States, with his acolytes, has lied about it constantly.
You're fired.
The book tour is not about the president. It's about my hope that I can be part of facilitating a conversation about our values. President Trump figures in that, obviously, because he's part of the stories I'm trying to tell to illustrate ethical leadership. Because it's not about him, I haven't thought about it in terms of whether he's weathering it or not weathering it.
The book's about President Trump to a great deal. I mean, there's a lot. I read the book. There's a lot in there about your time as a U.S. attorney, about your childhood. But there's a lot in there about President Trump, especially in terms of leadership. He's an example of how not to be a leader, in your view. He is the example of somebody who is a bully.
All right, get the off my boat.
And you talk throughout the book about how you hate bullies.
Remember the treason, remember the spying, remember all of us going to jail. That was false information that your viewers and millions of others were given. My own mother-in-law was worried I was going to jail. I kept telling her, look, it's all made up. It's all made up.